night crawlers, you're locked in with Station 5, where the news takes a walk on the wild side. I'm your man in the shadows, Mike Stone. Have you guys heard about these missing hikers all over our national parks? This isn't something you hear about anymore, but check out the stats. According to the latest data from the National Park Service, around 1,000 to 2,500 people go missing in national parks and forests each year. Death Valley, Yellowstone, Cascades, all kinds of reports of missing people. The numbers are massive. I've got a few examples here. One hiker found after days in the woods couldn't recall basic details about their hike or how they got lost. Now, folks, these aren't isolated incidents. Another displayed signs of acute paranoia, claiming they were being watched by unseen entities among the trees.
Evening. What can I get you? Another one, huh? You guys are a dime a dozen. There's a new guy here just about every other month. Some people just don't last out in the woods. It can get a bit creepy, you know.
Recent reports from these search and rescue teams highlight a puzzling trend. A significant number of those who are located after going missing in the wild often exhibit strange mental conditions. We're talking about disorientation, memory loss, and in some cases, bizarre behavior that leaves rescuers and medical professionals baffled. But some of these disappearances just don't make any sense. You got experienced hikers, forest workers, lumberjacks, and even rangers. Just about 5% of these missing people are never found. They just go missing without any trace. They search for these people for weeks, and they find absolutely nothing. Now that's a staggering figure, and it's got us wondering what exactly is happening out there in the wilderness. What if I told you there's a secret experiment going on right under our noses? The government, the shadowy figures in black suits, they're
New ranger, huh? They come and go like the wind. Whispering pines play tricks, you'll find. Lost a hiker recently. Vanished in the woods, swallowed whole. Happens more than you'd ever be told. Been here a while, seen the faces change. Rangers like you, their stories rearrange. Something in these woods, something strange. Good luck, Ranger. The forest's a maze. It knows who stays and who decays.
You know, the voices in my head are getting louder. And tonight, they're whispering your name! Buckle up. There's this hiker. When the search and rescue teams finally found him, it was a scene. The hiker, emaciated, ragged, had resorted to desperate measures. The evidence of his ordeal was written in the mutilated flesh of his own fingers, chewed and gnawed in a desperate bid for sustenance. Wow! This sucker, he ate his own fingers. It must have been out of his mind. It's your turn now.
You will never get out of these woods!
In shadows deep, where trees entwine, a mystery unfolds, a tale malign. Through tangled woods, where whispers soar, lost are hikers, seen no more. Answer the call on the forest breeze. Each ring, a step closer, unravel the twine. Find the hikers lost, where the shadows align. Well, are you gonna pick it up?
Hello? Tower 6. Do you read me? Over. So, how was your first night? That's my bad. Shouldn't tell you creepy stories on your first day. Actually, no. One of the guys overheard it down at the station. Pretty weird, right?
The Forest Ranger Services, where passion meets purpose. Embark on a career that connects you to the heart of nature. Our Rangers, they walk in nature and are responsible for a variety of exciting tasks, like keeping our forests clean and more. Survival tips, you betcha. We got those too. Apply now.
Minimum wage is not guaranteed. You are responsible for bringing your own survival gear, food, drinks, and medicine. The Forest Ranger Services takes no responsibility of staff safety or accident.
Wait, isn't the trail marker supposed to be here?
It should be, but I don't see it. Maybe we took a wrong turn back there.
Yeah, maybe let's backtrack a bit and get on the right path before we get lost.
Okay, Sam, let's just hope we don't run out of snacks.
Hold on, where's Jake? He was just right behind us.
What do you mean? Weren't you looking after the kids?
He's probably ran off to find a squirrel or something. Where's your little brother, Pumpkin?
Forest Ranger Services. You applied for a job? Yeah. Listen, you want the job or not? So you got the flyer with the directions on it? Well, ain't that a miracle? You'll be stationed at Tower 6. First, you gotta check in at Outpost 3 to meet your supervisor. You wanna be there by 6 p.m. At the latest, that's 6 p.m. Unless you wanna walk through the forest at night. Okay, we'll bring some boots, supplies, and maybe a little guts. You're gonna need all three. Oh, and kid, just don't be late.
sighting.
Hey there, night crawlers. You're tuned into the strange frequency of Station 5, where the news isn't just a headline, it's a conspiracy. I'm your man in the shadows, Mike Stone, and today we're looking up. I mean way up. Folks, we're talking unidentified flying objects. Now, if you've been paying attention to anything other than your radio dial, you'll know sightings are on the rise, especially right here in the good old US of A. From the mountains of Washington State to the deserts of Nevada. People are spotting strange lights, bizarre shapes, and in some cases, full-on spacecraft. Yep, you heard me. And today, night crawlers, I'm opening up the lines. It's your turn to spill the beans. Have you or someone you know ever had a brush with the unexplained out in the wild? Strange lights, eerie sounds, or that unmistakable feeling of being watched? Call me up. Let's shine a light on what's lurking in the shadows. Okay, we got Betty from New Hampshire.
Hi, Mike. This is Betty. My husband and I love your show. We had an experience a few years back. Driving late at night, we saw lights in the sky that followed us, and then we lost 2 hours we can't explain. When we finally got home, there were strange marks on our car, and I've had vivid dreams about figures watching us ever since.
Wow, Betty, that's absolutely incredible and chilling. Thanks so much for sharing that with us. Stay safe out there and keep looking up. Another caller from, yes.
Mike, these disappearances, these strange events, they're part of a much bigger picture. Something far more dangerous than you realize. There are forces at work here, manipulating the narrative, controlling what you see, what you believe, and if you...
Wait, what happened? It cut off? All right, night crawlers. Let's take a quick break. Stay tuned.
FBI, hands behind your back and get on your knees now.
Really need to stretch my legs. FBI's 10 most wanted. Real pieces of work.
A person often seen near abandoned cabins and forest trails. Neighbors report strange nocturnal wanderings around surrounding properties and whispering conversations with unseen entities among the trees. The local authorities suspect involvement with smuggling activities. Once reported missing, this man now in his 30s have been seen wandering secluded hiking trails. Locals mention his drastic change in appearance, which they describe as rapid aging. His unexpected reappearance have authorities puzzled. Two reports from families seeing an unknown figure standing at their window at night time. This figure is reported having blurry features or without a face and is accompanied by television static and warped radio frequencies. On both occasions this figure suddenly disappeared with no trace. Once a resident of a local community, this person has vanished under strange circumstances and later reappeared over 200 miles away working at a gas pump. Authorities that question this man report him having no recollection of his disappearance and seemingly suffering from memory loss.
Some of these cases are just too strange.
Known only for a series of late-night radio broadcasts intercepted by locals and law enforcement in a small rural town. This person describes encounters and strange phenomena that he experiences in the depth of the local forest. The authorities who investigated this forest found a cache of old gas barrels but nothing else out of the ordinary. Often seen by passers of an abandoned mining town standing beneath a light source. Locals who spotted this individual report unexplainable anomalies and linking this individual to a government experiment. Found lingering in local libraries, this person leaves behind handwritten notes that resemble malfunctioning subtitles from old films. Her appearances and notes are unexplained, leaving authorities confused.
I was here when Earth was born. When kings and queens in fire were thrown. When wars rolled swift and sick piled high. To keep the light as world goes by. And then we danced.
Notorious for being spotted near recent arson locations, this individual, most likely a man near his 40s, is rumored to be the culprit of several small fire outbreaks in wooded areas. Local authorities report this man collecting random items from arson sites on multiple occasions. An individual often spotted near remote campgrounds during late hours and dusk. Witnesses such as hikers say the individual talks to themselves and have been reported to leave a paper trail of strange marking near fire pits. The local rangers believe the individual may be connected to a series of disappearances. An individual often seen standing quietly in shadows, caught on surveillance footage near an abandoned warehouse district close to a wooded area. Little is known of this individual and their background. Reports have her linked to petty crimes.
Agent, please take a seat. You have requested an assignment to investigate, the Forest Ranger Services? Please explain. Go on. Agent, this is not the type of case we typically handle in our division. Although, in light of your circumstances, I will grant you this case. Consider this an informal vacation. I expect you back in top form.
kid, you alright? FBI, hands behind your back and get on your knees, now! God damn, you're just a kid! What are you doing here? Get out of here before I bust you for trespassing.
see it. It's the light. It's back.
Just take a breather, Sarge. You'll be alright.
I don't know.
It's just a lamp, Sarge. Come on. Let's get inside.
I want to go home.
Yeah. We'll just get some supplies. What do you want? Well, good for you. You know, you serve the country, and when you're down, they leave you high and dry. Nothing. Just leave us alone, okay?
Oh my god! You should have seen your face!
Man, that was a classic. You okay?
Hey, just a little prank. You look kind of shook there.
First time in the forest?
Right. I'm Ashley, and this is Andre.
Hey.
Frank told us you were coming.
Kinda late, though. We've been here for like an hour. Anyway, Ashley's in Tower 1 just up the road. I'm Tower 5. And you'll be...
Spooky. Tower 6 is haunted. No one lasts there for longer than a few months.
It's not haunted. People just imagine things.
Remember Barney? Remember what he said? He said he saw a man watching him in his tower. And when he looked closer, the man had no face.
Totally bogus. Anyway, we've got bigger problems now. The last guy in the tower disappeared a few days ago.
I'm telling you, it's haunted.
Just be on the lookout. It's easy to get lost out there. It's getting late, though. Early start tomorrow.
Yeah, we should do a tower hangout. A welcome party.
Yeah, might do it tomorrow at my place. If you need anything, just buzz the radio.
Yeah, we'll do a cleanup tomorrow.
Calling those kids again.
Take the right path.
Yeah, take the left and you'll be walking for days.
Go check it out.
Probably a lost hiker?
Please, help! I've injured my head!
Oh my god!
Stay with me. I'll radio Frank.
Is there anyone there? Somebody, please!
We're here. Are you spacing out again?
You know, I feel a bit weird. Maybe we should go back.
Nonsense, Thompson. Some fresh air would do good.
So we're just taking the short route tonight?
Close, Thompson. Close. But tonight, we spice things up a bit. We're taking a detour to the meadow. We've earned it.
Now that's an order I can get behind, Sergeant. Lead the way.
Okay, let's go then. Can't wait to down some of these cold beverages. You know, fellas, sometimes I wonder why they got us stationed here. It's like they're trying to bore us to death.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of having us patrol this forest every night? It's not like anything ever happens.
Maybe they think these trees are plotting against us, and it's our job to keep them in check.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me at this point. But seriously, I've been thinking. Our duties are too easy, too routine. There's gotta be more to this than just wandering through the woods.
I get what you're saying, Thompson. It's like they're keeping us in the dark about something.
And what about this assignment? Isn't it just some old civilian building? I mean, what could possibly be so important that they need us out here?
I wish I knew, Thompson. It's just some old run-down facility with dusty files and outdated equipment. Feels more like a relic than a top-secret operation.
Well, at least the trees are safe from our vigilant watch.
Yep. At least we got some time to take a breather. The last post was just not A-okay. You know, with all this talk about the base in the forest, we've never really discussed what brought each of us here. What's your story, Thompson?
My story? Just a small town guy, joined the military for a bit of adventure. Never thought I'd end up patrolling a quiet forest every night, though. What about you, Sergeant? You seem like you've got some stories to tell.
You know, patrols like these bring back memories. It reminds me of something that happened back in my early days. It was during a night like this, just outside a desolate outpost. Rumors were swirling about strange happenings in the area. People said the place was haunted.
Haunted? Come on, Sergeant, don't tell me you believe in ghosts.
I didn't then, but let me finish. We were on a routine patrol, just like this one. The air felt thick, and the silence was suffocating. Suddenly, we heard footsteps behind us. We turned around, expecting to see one of our own, but there was no one there. Just the rustle of leaves and the feeling of being watched. It happened night after night, footsteps following us, but we could never catch who or what was behind it.
Serious?
We set up an ambush by this old tree grove. One of the units went as bait, and we waited in the bushes. Suddenly, we heard the footsteps, and there, in the dim moonlight, we saw the Loch Ness Monster!
Oh my god!
It had tentacles and like 3 eyes coming out of its head!
I bet it had tentacles!
Look around you, Thompson. There's nothing weird in the forest. We've been out here like 100 times.
I guess so, Sergeant.
Thompson, take Reynolds and get some wood for the fire. I'll set up the pit.
Right, Sergeant. Let's go, Reynolds. I know a good spot. Man, the sergeant is so rad! I heard he's a certified badass. Seen some combat.
What's going on?
Do you guys hear that?
Maybe one of the units are pulling a fast one on us.
I don't think this is a prank, Sergeant.
Well, I don't know. Let's get the heck out of here. Do you guys see that?
Oh my god, where?